Hello there, this is Susanna. Thanks for dropping by, for visiting my website, and for subscribing to my channel. In this short video, I'd like to introduce myself briefly to you, but mostly to share with you some key elements that you absolutely need to know if you want to bring forth some real changes in your life. So, briefly about myself, I've studied engineering and journalism. I've had my experience in the corporate world in coaching and management for 7 years, and since 2003 I run my own Ayurveda and Wellbeing Center, first in Montreal, Canada, and now in the south of France. Now, as a certified Ayurveda practitioner, yoga teacher, yoga master, I've explored deeply the human mind and the human body through the wisdom of these ancient, marvelous sciences, which are yoga and Ayurveda, and through a few other disciplines, so that I can understand better this machine and find ways to make it work for me and not against me. And so from everything that I've learned, here is what I want to share with you in this video, and here is what you really need to know. 1. Your body is the most powerful machine ever. Now imagine for a moment that you have the most sophisticated computer, the most powerful ever, and that you have it right there on your desk, but you don't know how to make it work for you. It is partially programmed, but some of the programs are not serving you well, while others are not yet activated. And if you don't know what I'm talking about yet, here are some facts. Did you know, for instance, that your brain has about 100 billion nerve cells? That's about the number of stars and planets in our galaxy, in the Milky Way. Think of it. And each neuron may be connected to up to 10,000 neurons, forming thus about, listen to this, 1,000 trillion synaptic connections. Imagine that. And this is the equivalent of 1 trillion bit per second processor in computer language. And you know that our computers are functioning on 32 or 64. So picture that. Now, if you don't take responsibility for this super machine, somebody else will do it for you. And instead of being the programmer, you will just be the user. But you already know all that, don't you? One of the first things that we really need to do is to know the machine. Know thyself, as they say. Or like Gurdjieff would say, before anything else, man must study the structure, the functions, and the laws of his organism. Basically, this is what Ayurveda and Yoga are teaching as well. So it all comes down to this need to learn on how to use this machine and how to program it and deprogram it, how to upload and download programs while fully respecting the natural universal law. Now, let's suppose for a moment that you knew how this machine worked and that you could program it the way you want it and make it do for you what you want it to do. How would you be? How would you feel? What would you do? And how many extraordinary things would you be able to experience and create or bring forth in your life for yourself and for others? Just think of that. Now, 2, whatever you want to achieve in your life, whether it's more money, fame, success, love, relationships, etc. Basically, what you're really searching for is a state that you want to feel in your body. And I know you hear a lot these days about changing your life, long-lasting transformation, and there are lots of promises out there, the 5 steps towards success, and 3 steps to find your ideal partner, and 7 steps to become a millionaire. But what I want to share with you from my experience, and I know you would agree with me, is that what you really want is to feel good. What you're looking for is a state. You want to feel something. And the only way you can feel something is through the body. You see, in the Bhagavad Gita, the body is described metaphorically by the Sanskrit word kshetra, which means field, or the sphere of action, the sacred place where all these experiences can happen. You see, this is the most incredible thing about our body, that it has particular reactions and sensations for all your inner experiences. And for all the notions or abstract notions that your mind can conceive, it has a correspondent state. Therefore, if you want to create something in your life, you need to create and maintain that corresponding state in your body first. Now, here's the good news. And that's point number 3. Any type of state that you are willing to develop or to enhance in your life can be brought forth and amplified easily because it already exists in you. It's already there. You have either experienced it in your life previously or it's already programmed. You know, it is stated by both Vedic science and our modern science that many of the states that we are experiencing are inherited. And so whatever state you want to reach or to create in your life, it's already there, either as a memory of a lived experience or as a potential state. Now, the Vedic science stated very clearly that the state of enlightenment or the memory of who we really are is already recorded in the space of our chitta or our unconscious mind. On the other hand, if we are to look at a scientific point of view, we have this very interesting study of Paul Ekman, psychologist and expert in nonverbal communication, who proved that by holding an expression on our face, by contracting certain muscles for a few moments, we can basically induce an emotional state. And both modern science and Vedic science agree on the fact that your body is the field of your unconscious mind. It's there where the things happen. Your body never lies. Therefore, working on your body and being aware of your body can help you reach the unconscious mind and reprogram it. This is what EFT and NLP Yoga and Ayurveda are doing. And number 4, there is so much potential of development in the human neurology that you have no idea. Actually, you probably know more about this unconsciously than you think you do. The human mind and the nervous system are programmed to expand and permanently create new connections, permanently explore new possibilities. This is what your brain is designed to do. And if we are to look at the Samkhya theory, where ahankara or the I-ness is one of the built-in components in the human structure among the other 24 elements, we can see that we are programmed to search for this individuality and for this identity, while being aware of the unity. And this is so beautiful. So what you're looking for is a state. And what your nervous system and therefore your unconscious mind does is to search for these feelings of identity, freedom, love, joy, and pleasure, unless it has been programmed otherwise by life experiences or by you know who. So it all comes down to consciously use the abilities of your brain and of your nervous system. It comes down to being able to access your unconscious mind. There is a technique in yoga called Yoga Nidra, or the yoga of sleep. It is an old technique used to reprogram the unconscious mind. And I think I have a recording of Yoga Nidra. If I find it, I will upload it here for you on YouTube. And of course, there are other disciplines that are working in the same directions: meditation, hypnotherapy, NLP, EFT, etc. So let's recap all that. This is what we've talked about. 1, you have, or you are, the most powerful machine ever. Learn how to use it before somebody else does it. 2, whatever you want to experience in your life is in the end a state in the body. So work on creating that state in the body first. In other words, if you're searching for prosperity, for instance, awaken this feeling of prosperity in your body first. If you're searching for a relationship or you're feeling you want to feel loved, awaken this feeling of being loved in your body first. 3, any state can be easily brought forth, even though you may think that you have never experienced it, by using the body and the neurology. Many Ayurvedic treatments do that as well. 4, there is a huge, enormous potential within you. You are programmed to experience your own identity, your freedom, the joy, the pleasure. Now, my videos are meant to undo these misinterpretations, misunderstandings, and programs that are running at the background of your mind, so that you can access more and more and more of this incredible potential within yourself. And when you're absolutely sure that you're ready to bring your life to the next level and to explore even further this potential in yourself and to create real change in your life, contact me so we can book a session or a series of Skype sessions together. Looking forward to meeting you in person or via internet someday. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.